I'm going to start now.
Yeah, indirect and direct elections. Go ahead.
Indirect elections are when the leader isn't voted for directly by the people. They're voted for by either something like the Electoral College.
Where?
In a parliamentary or in a presidential system, it would be the.
In the United States, the Electoral College picks what?
The Electoral College picks the president.
Picks the president. That's an example of an indirect election. Give me another one.
Another example of an indirect election would be Would be in a parliamentary system.
Go ahead.
It would be because the people just vote for the party, but they don't pick the prime minister directly.
Okay, so who they pick? The people pick what?
The people vote for a party.
Yes, and then what does the party pick?
And the party picks the leader specifically. So the party picks the leader who's going to be the prime minister.
Okay, that's all they pick. 5.
They pick the prime minister, and then they pick the cabinet too. They pick, no, and they also pick. It's based on the percentages. Based on the percentages of the vote, they get a certain number of seats.
In what?
In the
parliament. Yeah. Really wordy. I don't like wordy in this game. I'm going to cut you some slack at the beginning. An indirect election is when the people are actually going to be voting for elected officials, but they're not voting for them to put them immediately into office. In the U.S., we vote, and it technically goes to the Electoral College, which technically chooses the president. Parliamentary system, you vote for the party picks the parliament, and then the parliament also will pick the prime minister and the cabinet as well when you think about it. So that's how that works. What's a direct election? 5.
Direct
4.
Direct election is when the people vote directly for the person that they want.
Can you give me some examples of a direct election?
Voting for your mayor. Voting for a city mayor.
Can you give me some examples of direct election from our flowcharts? 5, 4. Anybody? Your group has it.
President of the United States.
-1.
No, that was wrong.
-1. Go ahead, D.
Direct select president is Indonesia. They just direct select and it's called.
We've spoken about Indonesia.
Oh, you mean-
-1.
The high.
Go ahead.
France.
France actually directly elects their president, yes. And you can argue that the United States actually directly elects its Congress, its House, and its Senate. Go ahead, click it. Indirect, system where voters vote for party and then party selects parliament and executive. Direct, voters vote directly for the executive and legislature parliament they want in office. Go ahead, touch the House. Pick me a category since you got the last correct answer, Bulgars.
Oh, wait, will the Jeopardy be online?
We're filming it now. And yeah, Michael, walk around it. Don't just sit in the chair. Go ahead, pick me a category, gotta go.
2-point article.
Yes.
2 points for articles. List all you can, click it.
What?
The Aussie Bible. You guys have it first, who's got it next?
Can we write it up on the board?
No, I just need you to give me answers.
I did. Okay.
5. You'll have it next, but they've got it first.
Alright, Aussie Bible. This was written as kind of it was written to
5.
Aussie slang to
4. 3.
To get the Australians to start reading the Bible itself, he changed the wording of the Old Testament into vernacular that they could understand using slang.
Yeah, there's a guy that wrote the Bible. And when you think back to Australia, number 1, do they read very much? Are they very religious?
No.
No, they don't. And if you remember 1-2 on this, he basically translated the Bible, certain parts of it, into Aussie slang. He did it. Why did he say he was doing it?
Because he wanted people to start reading the
He
Bible.
wanted people to start reading the Bible. How did people actually take it?
They bought it. It was like the #1
Yeah, but did they interpret that he was trying to get people to read the Bible?
No, they thought it was being like a funny entertainment.
They actually thought he was trying to be funny and maybe even almost mocking it. Can you give me some examples of some of the translations that were in the Aussie Bible quotes? 5.
Sheila Bloke talking about Adam and Eve.
Sheila Bloke.
Yeah, he called Sheila the.
Mary was a very special Sheila.
Yeah. You got what?
Let's have some light.
5.
Let's
have some light.
What did that have to do with?
Turning on the lights in the Genesis. He said
Turning on the lights in Genesis?
Let's
have some light.
Yeah.
In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Bingo. Yeah. Anything else? 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead.
These words like knocked up.
Oh, yes.
Go ahead. Explain. Knocked up.
Pregnant.
I understand the pregnant part, but how was it used in the book?
Mary was
5.
Cunning of a con man, like the snake in the grass. Lucifer was the snake in the grass.
Yes.
The cunning of a con man.
The snake in the grass had the cunning of the con man. Explain pregnant to me. 5. Knocked up, I should say. 4.
It had to do with reading.
3.
Mary was knocked up by the king by.
-2. Wow, you're on a roll today. God knocked up the whole bang lot. Yeah. Did y'all have anything?
Yeah, you're gonna send us.
What's that?
You're gonna say knocked up.
Any others? Okay, go ahead, click it if you would. Take a good look at the Aussie Bible article. Think about that in terms of First Amendment, because we mentioned it in the Constitution chapter. Think about it in terms of he was trying to get people to read it. Think about it in terms of he actually it was viewed as a joke. Okay, touch the house. Okay, yeah, just leave it right there. We're good. And then the other piece to it is maybe have an idea of some of those quotes, because there were some good ones. Y'all did give me the last correct answer. Pick me another one. And Caduce, you're in their group, right?
Yeah.
Get a little bit closer. They won't bite.
Come hang out, man.
Gotta go.
Executive for 2 points.
Executive for 2. Cohabitation, first-hand I see. That doesn't surprise me that you got it. Go ahead.
It's when there's a weaker president with a stronger parliament, or vice versa. No, it's not. It's when there's a weaker president and a stronger parliament. Not a president. Prime minister. Prime minister.
Two parties in office.
It's a president and a prime minister. It's when the prime minister has the power of the parliament. And they're different.
What country is this? Let's start with the easy part. 5, 4. France. It is actually France. 1, 2. And in France, how does cohabitation, what does it literally mean? 4.
Two people living unmarried.
Unmarried couple living together. 1, 2. Relate this to the French government system. 5.
A prime minister and a president.
Yeah. 4.
The president is one party, and then the prime minister and parliament are another party.
Go ahead, click it. Yeah, cohabitation. Literally an unmarried couple living together. In the hybrid system, the elected president is from one party, and the majority party controlling the parliament, 1, 2, is actually from a different party. Touch the house. Pick me a category. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Judiciary for 4.
Judiciary for 4.
Oh, getting risky.
List all you can. Click it. Common law. You guys have it. First hand I see will get it next. You'll have it next. But what's common law?
Isn't it like common sense?
Judge-made law.
Like,
Common law literally is judge-made law. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Your group has it.
Common law is the law established by precedent, like in Great Britain. It's the system that the British follow. It's like the establishment of a common
Do you
law.
have negative points?
No,
You buying that, Gianni?
It's judgment
Heck
law.
no.
It's law
It's
based.
judgment
law based.
law. Where the judge has to fill in where the statutes are
I said that
lacking.
already.
It is where the judge has to fill in. Give me some examples of common law. 5.
I need law. I like the British legal system.
That we specifically discussed in
Conflicting
class.
permission for searches.
What's that?
Conflicting permission for searches.
Explain it.
It's nowhere in. It is in the.
Explain the circumstance.
There was a woman and a man. The woman called the police.
They were just women and men.
Husband and wife.
Husband and wife. You had husbands and wives. 1, 2, 3, 4.
They owned the house together. She called the police because of domestic violence.
Yes, she did. Domestic violence. 1, 2, 3, 4. And
She then told them that they should come into the house. She gave them permission to come into the house. The husband said no, they can't come in.
for what?
She said there were drugs in the house.
Drug paraphernalia. 1, 2, 3, 4. Specifically
She took the
coke.
name.
Hang on. So let's put this together. She calls the police about domestic violence. When she calls the police, they do arrive, and ultimately she grants them entrance to the home to look for the drugs. He, on the other hand, says no, and both of them jointly own the house. What did the police do?
The
5.
police did go in. They took the drugs. They arrested both. They took both of them in.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I just
Went
been to the right group.
Supreme
Okay.
Court.
What's
This
that?
went to the Supreme Court.
Okay, who felt like their rights had been violated?
The husband felt like his rights had been violated because he told them they couldn't come in.
Did they have a warrant?
They had a warrant only. No, they did not have a warrant.
No, they didn't have a warrant. And what was the significance? Why is this case so tricky? Because one said yes, one said no, they didn't have a warrant.
Because the one gave permission and she was the owner of the house.
Was there a clear rule about this?
There wasn't. That was the problem.
That's the
That's why they
problem.
didn't
This
have a
was
law.
1, 2, 3, 4, the first time that this has been heard. So the police weren't actively violating anyone's rights, they thought, because there was no statement of rights. So what did the court hold?
The court held by 5-3 that his rights had been
Oh, it
violated.
was 5-3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go ahead.
The dissenting opinion,
Wait, well, tell me what the majority said
the
first.
majority basically said that the husband had the right to not have them come in, that his rights were violated.
Yeah, and in fact, when you think about this, if nobody was there but the wife,
Right.
she could have done this.
Yeah,
If the wife was there and somebody was in the other room sleeping, she could have done this. But because he actively said no, she couldn't, right?
Yeah, they basically said it was a violation of the Fourth Amendment
Yes.
with the husband, and the Chief Justice had the dissenting opinion because he was worried about how this would affect domestic violence investigations going forward.
That's actually true. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the other piece to this too was he had said in there he was worried that if you live by yourself, you have a certain expectation of privacy. If you live with someone else, you don't have that same expectation. Do you remember firsthand I see? Do you? Go ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. -4. Okay. What firsthand I see after I asked the question. Oh man, now I forgot what the question was going to be. Oh no, firsthand I see. What was the idea of master of the house? Okay, go ahead.
No, one of the justices felt that like the man was always traditionally the master of the house, therefore he had the right to say no, even if the wife said yes, that's giving them permission.
And in that context, even if he had said yes and the wife had said no, he would actually get his way in that regard too. 1, 2, 3, 4, because he was master of the house. Touch the house. Pick me a category.
We're going to go with articles for 4 points.
Articles for 4. We have our first Pictionary. Will you turn on the light over there? Turn it on. And the other switch too. Yeah, that switch. Thank you.
So wait,
Okay, that was judiciary.
question about Pictionary.
So do I bring this up now?
No, you're good.
No,
Just like that.
article.
Articles for 4. Yes.
Do we just call out the name and then we'll just...
Whatever group has control can guess for 1 minute, and we'll once on the clock.
Okay, cool.
But I need somebody from this group to come up and draw. Probably somebody who hasn't said anything yet. And there's Elizabeth, Kelly, Emmanuel, and Tiffany.
Sir, I'll do a stop.
Okay, that's cool.
That's going to tell me.
Okay, I'll draw.
Okay, she's
Fine.
done.
I'm drawing stick figures. Just to be.
There you go. That's what I need you to draw right there. Okay, start it, Gianni. Go ahead.
Don't draw on the screen.
Here, I'll.
Don't draw on the screen.
I'll get up there.
Okay, so.
That's fine. Go.
You guys got a minute?
60 seconds.
Call it when he gets to 30 seconds, okay?
Okay, can you move my
Will do.
phone, please?
I am, yeah, I'm getting
There.
Oh my God.
That was quick.
Oh my God.
Okay, what's this?
Pregnancy.
Fetus.
Embryo.
It's a fetus.
I don't know which article is
30 seconds.
Baby?
It's a baby.
It is a baby. Oh, okay, this is from articles. Now this is going to turn into a list all you can. And the all-stars have a chance to take a good control. Turn off the light if you would when you get a chance. Explain to me what article dealt with baby in the executive chapter. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Crack babies.
First hand -4. First hand I see. Tell me that. Do they have it? First hand? Yes.
I think that's the article that was saying that teenager can have abortion without letting their parents know.
Oh. Wait, actually.
But it was not the executive chapter. That was not executive.
Yeah, I'm not going to take off for that, but that's not what I'm looking for. First hand I see. Baby and the prince.
Oh!
Go ahead, y'all have it.
After this, give me a second.
Prince of
Redo
Monaco
those.
had a baby out of wedlock with a stripper.
I'm sorry, what?
The Prince of Monaco had a baby with a
The air hostess.
air hostess
Yeah, with
out of
this-
wedlock.
The Prince of Monaco.
Yeah.
Mile high club.
1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, he's filming. Prince of Monaco had a child out of wedlock with an African student, or stewardess, I should say, on Air France. Explain more.
One sec.
Okay,